I got it working. I got it working, people. All right. So that was annoying. Yeah, some technical difficulties. Yeah, I can't believe I had to deal with that. That is frustrating. No intro music. I'm gonna be jamming in some music. I'm honestly, I'm frustrated right now. Of course, I'm laughing about it, but man, I'm frustrated. Like, I don't know what was going on. It would not connect to my OBS software. I think it had something to do with yesterday. I used StreamYard, and it was expecting. I think it was expecting some sort of connection to StreamYard instead of working with OBS, which is what I normally use. So yeah, you guys like the beanie? This is the Fernk beanie. Fernk. Shout out to my homie Fernk. Adam Cast IRL. That show's dead. Always was and always will be the Crigler show. Anyway, welcome everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Today I didn't know what I was going to talk about, but there's one thing I knew that I was going to talk about, and that is about our fallen brothers from yesterday who died in Afghanistan. Now, not everybody that has died has been public. I believe about half of them we know the names of, and I would like to honor them tonight. So that's the first thing I'm going to be going into. Then I want to talk about Biden, because someone actually super chatted this to me yesterday, a code and a definition in the law of what treason is. And I'm going to read it to you. And then I'm going to reference two things that Biden has done over the past week that, by definition, I mean, you'll see it. You'll see it yourself. Yeah, it's interesting. And then I want to talk about solar sailing. I don't know if you know much about the solar sail, but we're going to learn about it together. I know a little bit about it, of course, but tomorrow a new documentary is coming out for free for everyone to watch. It's I think it's 10 a.m. Eastern time, and it's going to be really fun. It's about the journey and, where the solar sail even came from, and from where it was to where it is now, and it's pretty cool. So we're going to talk about it. And then, of course, I'm going to jam out a little bit later on my guitar. Yeah, but first and foremost, please do subscribe and all that good stuff. Normally I'd plug my other things, but I really want to get right into it. I'm already running late, which is fine, but I want to talk about these heroes that died for us and died for Afghans and died defending what we stand for, and why Biden should be absolutely ashamed of himself. All right. I want to just show you this. Afghanistan, August 26, 2021. The flag flying at half-mast. For those who gave all. And then another solid image. We lost a bunch of Marines and someone in the Navy. A corpsman, which is essentially a medic, but for the Navy. There is a difference, by the way. I want to honor these guys. They died defending not only Americans, but Afghans that were just trying to live free. And the biggest part about this is they did not need to die. Completely unnecessary. They did not need to die. And it's because of Biden. So I have a few articles. Oddly enough, New York Post had a lot of different information about them. As I kept looking, I was finding other sources, but the New York Post, I mean, they'll report on a lizard, finding a yellow lizard in an area where there's only orange ones, because they're ridiculous like that. But every so often, I mean, the New York Post, they knock it out of the park. Navy corpsman killed in Kabul identified as Maxton Soviek. Here he is right here. He is the Navy corpsman. We don't know all the Marine members yet. So he is one of at least 13 U.S. service members who were killed in the explosion in Kabul. Yep. He's a young man from Ohio. Maxton Soviek, a Navy hospital corpsman in his early 20s, was killed in Thursday's blast while stationed outside of Hamid Karzai International Airport, helping to oversee the evacuation of thousands of Americans and Afghan allies, his family said. Soviek's last Instagram post, written 11 weeks ago, shared a chilling message beside a photo of him decked out in military gear with 2 other service members. He said, "It's killed or be killed." And he says, definitely want to try to be on the kill side. A woman who identified herself as Soviek's older sister, who goes by Marilyn Soviek on Instagram, penned a heartbreaking post about her brother's death. "I've never been one for politics, and I'm not going to start now. What I will say is that my beautiful, intelligent, beat to the sound of his own drum, annoying, charming baby brother was killed yesterday, helping to save lives. He's a hero, and he died one." Here is the Instagram post that they were referring to. He was a medic. They killed a medic. These people don't care. Here he is right here. Such a young man. He should have died old. Look at this kid. This did not need to happen. Father of U.S. Marine killed in Kabul. He says Biden turned his back on his son. And he did. He says here. This is Nikoy's father, Steve Nikoy, told the Daily Beast Biden turned his back on his son Kareem. "They sent my son over there as a paper pusher and then had the Taliban outside providing security." Says, "I blame my own military leaders. Biden turned his back on him, and that's it." This is another young man. I don't want to get his name wrong. Yeah, Kareem. New York Post has a great list of all of them. Here's Maxton. This is the naval corpsman. Just a kid. He graduated high school in 2017. Here's Kareem. Young man. Kareem was from Norco, California. His father didn't even recognize his son had been killed until a clutch of Marines showed up at his door. Said he hadn't gone to bed all night. He's still in shock. I don't blame him. Look, my brother's a Marine. I have so much respect for these guys. I'll be honest. I'm fighting back tears right now. Because this is heartbreaking. It's hard to read this stuff. You know, and it's so frustrating to see the President of the United States say, "I take responsibility, but it's not my fault." It is your fault, Joe Biden. You did this. These guys, these American heroes, their blood is on your hand. David Lee Espinoza, 20-year-old Marine. This man was born the year the war started. Our thoughts and prayers will remain with the family of the United States fallen Marine David Espinoza, as well as to his friends and fellow Marines. Semper Fi. Thank you for your service. He's 20 years old. I've almost lived twice the life that this man has. And he died defending us. Mr. Espinoza, a Laredo Marine killed in Afghanistan, embodied the values of America. Grit, dedication, service, and valor. When he joined the military after high school, he did so with the intention of protecting our nation and demonstrating his selfless acts of service. That was from Representative Henry Crigler, a Democrat in Texas. I mourn him and all his fallen heroes in Afghanistan. My heart goes out to the Espinosa family in this extremely difficult time. The brave never die, and Mr. Espinosa is a hero. Damn straight he is. This is another young man. This one's devastating. Riley McCollum. He's from Wyoming. He was on his first deployment, and he had just gotten married. And he was 3 weeks away from being a dad. I think this is the one that really kills me. 3 weeks away from being a dad when he was killed. Excuse me. He was determined to be in the infantry. He wanted to be a history teacher and a wrestling coach when he finished serving his country. He's a tough, kind, loving kid who made an impact on everyone he met. His joke and wit brought so much joy. Sorry, guys. The kid's gonna grow up hopefully knowing that his father was a hero. Man, this is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Jared Schmitz. He was a lance corporal from St. Charles County, Missouri. Quote, his life meant so much more. I'm so incredibly devastated that I won't be able to see the man that he was very quickly growing into becoming. Schmitz's father, Mark Schmitz, told the outlet. The heartbroken dad said to his son, who always dreamed of being a soldier, was on his first deployment and was sent into Afghanistan from Jordan. He was notified of his son's death at 2:40 a.m. State Representative Nick Schroer penned a Facebook post about the death. Please pray for Lance Corporal Jared Schmitz, who paid the ultimate sacrifice yesterday, serving our nation. This young Marine went from St. Charles County and is a true American hero. Keep his family in your prayers today. Hunter Lopez, 22. These are young men. Oh, man. Sorry. Lopez was a corporal who hailed from California and planned to follow his parents' footsteps and become a sheriff's deputy once he was done with deployment. The Riverside Sheriff's Association released a statement on behalf of Lopez's parents, Riverside Deputy Sheriff Alicia Lopez, and Riverside Sheriff's Captain Herman Lopez, the outlet reported. We are heartbroken to hear this sad news about Hunter, who chose to follow a life of service, selflessness, courage, and sacrifice like his parents. Hunter was a Riverside Sheriff's Explorer Scout with the Palm Desert Station from September 2014 to August 2017. The RSA said Lopez was assigned to the 2nd Battalion 1st Marines, who answered the call to serve, defend, and protect our nation. Hunter was the victim of vicious evil and was killed because he wore a United States Marine uniform with love and pride. Our entire community feels the anguish, and we mourn the death of Hunter. Like his parents who serve our community, being a Marine to Hunter wasn't a job, it was a calling. He loved his family, and as we grieve for Hunter and his fellow Marines taken from us too soon, there are simply no words to express how deeply he will be missed. Semper Fi. They didn't need to die. I think I'm gonna be a dad soon. I mean, not. It's not like I'm pregnant, but I'm in this stage in my life where I'm ready to be a dad, and that crushed me, man. I gotta give a shout out to Robert Wiles. This is from his bar, actually. This is from Robert Wiles' bar. And the owner said, "You set out 13 beers for those servicemen who aren't coming home." Thank you, Robert. Thanks for sending that to me. And thank that guy, because that's dope. That's dope. That was really tough. That was really tough to get through. I'm all right. I'm all right. You know what? I'm gonna pour one out for these guys, and cheers. To all those that have lost their lives for us. All right. So I got out a lot of my anger yesterday in the president of the United States, but someone brought this to my attention. I'm gonna read it first, and I want you guys to just it'll make sense. This is 18 U.S. Code 2381 for treason. Whoever, owing allegiance to the United States, levies war against them or adheres to their enemies, giving them aid and comfort within the United States or elsewhere, is guilty of treason and shall suffer death, or shall be imprisoned not less than 5 years and fined under this title, but not less than $10,000, and shall be incapable of holding any office under the United States. June 25th, 1948. Now, I bring this up. Someone actually super chatted me this yesterday. And I was like, I'm going to look into that. I want to know what that's about. I want to know what that's about. So, I have a few things that I want to talk about. The Taliban now has $85 billion worth of taxpayer-funded U.S. military equipment. $85 billion has been left there. Shortly after, President Joe Biden abruptly withdrew U.S. troops from Afghanistan, the Afghan government collapsed, and President Ghani fled the country. When faced with advancing Taliban fighters, the Afghan military also shrunk away despite 2 decades of U.S. time, effort, and taxpayer dollars poured into military equipment designated for the Afghans. The Taliban quickly seized this bureaucratic void and took over the capital city of Kabul, where thousands of pieces of American weaponry and military tools were lying in wait. Representative Banks warned that due to the negligence of this administration, the Taliban possess more than $85 billion worth of U.S. military equipment, including 75,000 vehicles, more than 200 airplanes and helicopters, more than 600,000 small arms and light weapons. He continues, the Taliban now has more Black Hawk helicopters than 85% of the countries in the world. This is a video of what he was saying there. In addition to the weaponry and other heavy machinery, Banks said the Taliban also have access to tools such as night vision goggles, body armor, medical supplies, and biometric device containing fingerprints, scans, and other biometric information of United States Afghan allies. This administration still has no plans to get the military equipment back or these supplies back, Banks said, continuing on. The Biden administration lamented the loss over the last 2 weeks, but has yet to name any specific plans to recover any of the losses because they don't. He doesn't want to get that stuff. They want to continue this war. That's what I think. Just take everyone out. We'll convince all of our supporters that it was for the best, and that's exactly what these people believe. But the fact that they have the biometric devices with all the data, and I don't know what any American information is on there. They certainly have the Afghan allies. But then there's this. The U.S. officials provided Taliban with names of Americans and Afghans' allies. Now, it was under the guise to let them through if they come up. They gave them a list of the American citizens that are still in Afghanistan? What is it, a death note? What do you think these people are going to do with that list? They're acting like they're going to work with these people. Hey, newsflash, Biden. These people hate you. They hate society as we know it. They think that everything that we are is wrong. And they want to take us out. They hate you. They hate us. This isn't going to go well. The U.S. officials in Kabul gave the Taliban a list of names of American citizens, green card holders, and Afghan allies to grant entry into the military-controlled outer perimeter of the city's airports, a choice that prompted outrage behind the scenes from lawmakers and military officials. Yeah, and me, and citizens. It's not just lawmakers and military officials. This is treason. Hold on, let me go back. Let me just bounce back to, here we go again. Whoever owing allegiance to the United States, I'm fairly certain the President of the United States does, yep, levies war against them, adheres to their enemies, giving them aid, giving them $85 billion worth of military equipment, medical supplies, biometric data, lists of American citizens that are in Afghanistan. So what, you think that they're going to look at that list and be like, we should let those people through? Or do you think they're going to look at that list and be like, they want these people, we're going to hold them hostage? Don't you think that makes more sense to them? Oh, they want these people out. All right, so we should probably go capture these people. What do you think, Biden? He doesn't think. Who am I kidding? This man isn't the one in charge. There's no doubt in my mind that this dude is an old, doddering old man. Militant checkpoints. This is from Jake Tapper. I can't believe I'm using Jake Tapper right now. 2 private citizens involved in evacuation efforts tell him Talibs at the checkpoint near the Ministry of Interior are now turning away U.S. passport holders and lawful permanent residents of the United States. Whoa, what a surprise. Wow. Really? Is anyone out there surprised? any at all. I'm not. Not in the slightest. Of course they're turning him away. Because they have their list. Or even still, oh, you're an American? No. You're in our control now. Go back. I'm surprised they're not just being apprehended right then and there. But where are they going to go anyway? They're stuck. I don't know how many people know who Jocko is. This is Jocko Willink. This dude is an absolute beast. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, of course he's posting this. He posted on Instagram. I don't know if he posted it here. Here. I'm going to play it. I don't care. I'm going to play it for you guys right now.
Good evening. I wanted to give you an update on the current situation in Afghanistan. As you know, we were set to leave Afghanistan this month, and as we began the final drawdown, I made some critical errors. Namely, I underestimated the strength of the Taliban, and I overestimated the strength and capability of the friendly Afghan forces. This was my fault. And due to my mistake, the Taliban has taken control of Afghanistan. There are reports now that ISIS and Al-Qaeda are working alongside them. Unfortunately, there are tens of thousands of Americans on the ground there, as well as friends and allies of America on the ground. And these people, Americans and our allies, are all stranded. And that is my fault. But they will not be stranded for long. In the next 48 hours, America will be in control of most major airports in Afghanistan. Any resistance we meet from the Taliban or otherwise when we seize these airports will be destroyed completely and without mercy. From those airports, we will conduct rapid strike rescue missions until we have recovered and evacuated all our citizens, allies, and friends. Any person that interferes with these operations will be killed. We will also recover or destroy all aircraft, vehicles, weapons, and sensitive equipment that we left behind. Any person utilizing, guarding, or located in close proximity to these weapons or equipment will be killed. Once we have evacuated all friendly personnel and recovered or destroyed the weapons and equipment left behind, we will depart Afghanistan. But we will continue to monitor everything that happens in Afghanistan through our ground and airborne surveillance equipment. Terrorist training camps or activity will be targeted and destroyed. Gross violations of human rights will be stopped through overwhelming force. And any group in Afghanistan fighting for freedom, liberty, and basic human rights will be supported through special operations forces and ruthless precision air power. We will continue that dedicated support until the enemy is no longer a threat to humanity or to the good people of Afghanistan. May God bless America, and may God have mercy on the souls of our enemy, because we will not. That is all. Good.
That is what Biden would never say. That's what a leader would say. That's what we should have done. Get our people out. Take our stuff back. And not arm the enemy that we spent 20 years fighting for nothing. Those young kids, 20 years old, 3 weeks from being a dad. Those men did not need to die. Period. And Biden, I mean, I can't think of a way it's not treason that you helped them. You gave them American names on who's there. That's aiding the enemy. You gave them $85 billion worth of equipment. You gave it to them by leaving the way you did. That's not the plan. How dare you mention Trump at all? He goes, I take responsibility fundamentally for what happened, but you got to remember the previous administration. No. This is on you, Biden. Shame on you. Shame on you and your bloody hands. It's a tough episode today, guys. I'm normally like smiles and optimistic, and it's tough. My brother's a Marine, right? My brother just spent the last 6 years of his life serving. It could have been my brother. It could have been my brother out there, Like it's tough to find the words. These guys, they're heroes. If you serve, thank you. I appreciate you. All right. Let's try to lighten it up a little. My goodness. Jeez. All right. Whew. My goodness. Look at my hair today. It's dry. I hope you guys are having a great week. I know this is it's a tough week. Especially a lot of people out there. I know Marines everywhere are hurting because when one Marine is lost, all of them feel it. I just know it to be true. So, yeah. Let me just let's put this back on. Let's talk about space, huh? Let's talk about something a little lighthearted. Someone said Rocinante. I like that name. Says spin the die, roll the die. You know what? I roll the die. Let's have a little mid-segment dice roll. I just rolled it. You guys know the deal. Let's see it. You know what? I'm gonna spin some some UFOs in chat. If you guys are members, you can actually spin the UFO as well. Someone said, yeah, the Navy corpsman as well. Yep, I know. It's not just Marines. You're right. Apologies. And of course, the Navy, they take pride in their own branches, right? Of course. That's why it's not a medic. It's an army thing. They're corpsmen. All right, let's see. We got the numbers rolling in. Okay, let me just check. I got a winner. I just want to make sure no one's guessed it beforehand. It is Giorgio Quattrocentro. Congratulations, Giorgio. It is 15. You were the first person to guess 15. Congratulations. You won absolutely nothing. Sometimes we win it. Someone said my new haircut makes me look like Vincent Gallo. Who's Vincent Gallo? Hold on. Vincent Gallo. Let's see who that is. You guys know who Vincent Gallo is? Vincent Gallo is an American actor, director, model, musician, painter, former motorcycle racer. Vincent Gallo. What is he in? I don't recognize him. Do I look like this guy? Yeah? With my hair down? I have curly hair just like him, actually. What is he in? Let's see. Vincent Gallo. Legend of Casper. The Agent. I don't know any of these movies. Cool. I don't know who that is, but right on. All right, let's talk about space. Let's talk about space, shall we? All right, so I'm going to be talking about solar sails. Do you guys know what a solar sail is? Well, tomorrow they are coming out with a new documentary about the life of the solar sail, because it was an idea first and has come full circle to become an actual spacecraft that is actually in space right now. It's pretty cool. And this is what I saw floating around. It says Sailing the Light film premiere. It's actually premiering tomorrow. Let's see, 1 p.m. Saturday, August 28th at 1 p.m. I don't know what time zone it's in, but you're invited. In 2019, the Planetary Society launched our very own spacecraft, LightSail 2. The first one sadly blew up. This mission to sail on sunlight was made possible entirely like people like you, extraordinary, ordinary people who believe in a future of space exploration and who want to make it happen. Join us on YouTube on Saturday, August 28th. The show starts at 10 a.m. Pacific time. All right, so it's 1 p.m. Eastern time. When the film is over at about 10:45 a.m. All right, so it's only a short 45-minute film. The CEO, Bill Nye, will take questions along with a panel of LightSail 2 team members. You don't have to register. You just have to show up at the link. That's actually, it's pretty easy to just find. You just type in Sailing the Light. I'm sure Sailing the Light on YouTube will lead you right to it. It's free and it's really cool. So I'm absolutely going to be watching that tomorrow because I am a space geek and I absolutely love that kind of stuff. But not everyone knows what solar sailing is. So this is actually from the Planetary Society that he is the CEO of. Solar sailing is a revolutionary way of propelling a spacecraft through space. A solar sail spacecraft has large reflective sails that capture the momentum of light from the sun and use that momentum to push the spacecraft forward. The Planetary Society's LightSail 2 mission is one example of this technology in action. And here it is in front of a beautiful picture that is actually my background on my main computer. So this image is very familiar to me. It's the Milky Way. It's where we live in this wonderful universe. How does it work? Light is made up of particles called photons. Photons don't have any mass, but as they travel through space, they do have momentum. When light hits a solar sail, which has a bright mirror-like surface, the photons in that light bounce off the sail. They reflect just like a mirror. As the photons hit the sail, their momentum is transferred to it, giving it a small push. As they bounce off the sail, the photons give it another small push. Both pushes are very slight, but in the vacuum of space, where there is nothing to slow down the sail, each push changes the sail's speed. When a solar sail faces the sun directly, photons push the spacecraft forward, away from the sun. But when a solar sail can move in other directions by tacking like a sailboat, changing the angle of the sail relative to the sun, it's even possible to shift the spacecraft's orbit around the sun by angling the sail so that the solar photons push against the direction it's traveling. Solar sails can also control their direction in other ways, such as changing their center of mass or using tip vanes. Spacecraft gain most of their momentum when they are launched from Earth, and then most increase their speed or change course using chemical rockets that burn fuel that the spacecraft carries on board. But more rocket fuel means more weight, which limits how much can be carried. Most spacecraft reach their maximum speed, then coast through space or rely on gravity assists from other planets to reach their destination. With solar sails, a spacecraft can continue accelerating as long as there is light pushing on it. Within a solar system, sunlight can continuously push on the sail, accelerating the spacecraft throughout its entire voyage. This means that solar sail-propelled spacecraft can reach speeds that would practically be impossible for chemical rockets to achieve. Solar sail spacecraft are also advantageous because they can be placed in orbits that would otherwise be unstable by using the sail acceleration as a balancing force. As an example, this could enable solar monitoring missions to sit between the Earth and the Sun at a closer distance than otherwise possible to provide more warnings of solar storms. What is it made of? Current solar sails are made of lightweight materials such as mylar or polyamide, coated with a metallic reflective coating. Sail Light 2 uses 4 triangular mylar sails that are just 4.5 microns or 1/5000th of an inch thick. They unfold using 4 cobalt alloy booms that unwind like tape measures. The sail has a combined area of 32 square meters. And you can actually see someone standing here, so you can kind of tell. This thing is massive. You know, I don't know how tall they are, but you can see here's a woman standing there. Yes, I just gendered that random person in the picture. Yeah. So how long or how big does the sail have to be? There is theoretically no minimum size for a solar sail. But for the same mass spacecraft, bigger sails will capture more sunlight and accelerate the spacecraft more quickly. A NASA team in the 1970s, headed by Planetary Society co-founder Louis Friedman, propelled a solar sail with a surface of 600,000 square meters that would be used to send a spacecraft to rendezvous with Halley's Comet. This was equivalent to a square of 800 meters by 800 meters, the size of 10 square blocks in New York City. That's very large. Of course, the practicality of building and deploying such an enormous sail is questionable, but if such a sail could be successfully deployed or developed, amazing destinations could be reached. A solar sail's speed depends on its size and its mass. A bigger sail captures more sunlight, gaining more momentum and accelerating more quickly for the same mass. For a given sail size, a lower mass spacecraft will have a higher acceleration. The acceleration also depends on its distance from the light source and strength of the light source. As a solar sail spacecraft gets further away from the sun, the amount of sunlight available to it decreases, meaning that it accelerates less quickly. Theoretically, powerful lasers could be aimed at a distant solar sail, providing some extra acceleration as the spacecraft gets further from the sun. To give a specific example of solar sail speed, Sail Light 2, 32 square meter sails accelerated at just 0.058 millimeters per second squared. In the 1 month of constant sunlight, the spacecraft speed would increase by a total of 549 kilometers per hour, roughly the speed of a jet airline at cruising speed. Wow. Larger sails, or small sails accelerated by lasers, could theoretically go much faster. In 2016, the group Breakthrough Initiatives announced a plan to send a fleet of tiny laser-powered solar sails to our nearest star, Alpha Centauri. The spacecraft would be targeted by in space by Earth-based lasers and accelerate to 20% the speed of light. That is so crazy and awesome. You know, it makes me think too, like, would we be able to make a spacecraft that has a light sail with, like, imagine you have a spacecraft and here's the front of the spacecraft and that's the light sail, right? And it's kind of got a long body that almost opens up like this with lasers that are on the ship that shoot lasers at the sun sail, and it just accelerates. And then maybe at like the halfway point in the journey, the front sail gets closed and the back sail opens, and then the other side, the lasers go to the other side for the eventual, slowing down to get to the point that you can, arrive at a location. It's kind of a cool thought process. I don't know if it would work. I'd have to ask Farm Engineer, because he's an engineer and he was all about, I think he was, I don't know what kind of space engineer he was, but I got to get him back on the show and talk to him about it. Let's see. Of course, it's expensive. Building a solar sail, especially a very large one, is a feat that still needs development, and that research and development can be expensive. But once solar sails are better tested and understood, they can be relatively inexpensive means of propulsion. Sunlight is free and unlimited, meaning that a solar sail-propelled spacecraft could travel greater distances without having to increase the amount of fuel it carries on board, and could potentially use smaller, cheaper launch rockets for the same trip. So to travel at great speeds to distant destinations, or to provide long-term stability in an otherwise unstable orbit, solar sailing could be an affordable option. The Planetary Society light sail spacecraft were funded entirely by Society members, private donors, and backers of a crowdfunding campaign through Kickstarter. Together with these, tens of thousands of people pooled their resources to build and launch solar sailing spacecraft. This is a historic demonstration of what is possible when people unite in support of space exploration. You know what? I'm going to leave it there. There's a lot more about... Actually, you know what? I'll show you one more thing. This is the history of solar sailing. Let me just pop that up so I can zoom into it. 1608, Johannes Kepler theorizes that sails and ships could be adapted to the heavenly breezes. Gotta love that. That's so cool. 1964, Arthur C. Clarke publishes The Sunjammer, a solar sail science fiction story. 1975, NASA designs a solar sail spacecraft to possibly visit Halley's Comet. 1976, Carl Sagan shows a model of the Halley solar sail on The Tonight Show. 1980, the Planetary Society is founded. 1999, the Planetary Society begins work on Cosmos 1, a privately funded solar sail spacecraft. 2005, Cosmos 1 launches on a Russian Volna rocket. The rocket fails to reach orbit, unfortunately. 2009, the Planetary Society begins the development of light sail. 2010, JAXA successfully launches Icaros, the world's first solar sail spacecraft. 2015, LightSail 1 launches aboard the Atlas V rocket and successfully completes its mission. 2019, LightSail 2 launches with Prox 1 aboard a SpaceX Falcon Heavy rocket, and now it is out in space right now. I'm interested to hear more about it and watch this documentary tomorrow. You know, say what you will about the people in control about it. Some of them are... What's the word from one of my favorite presidents? Everything that's woke goes to shit. Yeah, that's right. It's wonderful. All right, let's read some super chats. Hope you guys are doing great. I apologize. My show tonight was a little heavier than usual. I try to keep it a little lighter. I couldn't hold it back. It was just really, really hard for me to read about, these young men that died for freedom. And I did see that someone super chatted. It was Robert Wiles who super chatted earlier before I had my technical difficulties getting my stream started. Unfortunately, I couldn't start it. I don't know what was going on with that, but I saw a super chat come in and I want to go snag it. Here it is. Robert Wiles said, I hope this makes Betty's day and makes her smile. Diana Francisco, smile. Have a blessed day and blessed life, everyone. Thanks for all the kind words. That's so nice. And seriously, Robert, thanks for sending me that picture on my locals page. I saw that and I was like, it's a tearjerker, man. It's a tearjerker. Aaron Weiss says, that's Petty Officer Weiss to you, Adam. Cheers from a carrier strike group in the South China Sea. Go USA, go Navy. Aaron Weiss, it's good to hear from you, mate. Petty Officer Weiss. Great to hear from you. Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate that. And thank you for serving. And I hope that you aren't going to be needed over there. That Simple Note says, if he doesn't show up in 15 minutes, we're legally allowed to leave. Well, thank you all for tuning in and staying with me. I know that there was some technical difficulties earlier. Mark G says, you are welcome, Adam. All right. Mr. Squiggle says, try changing the date on your mouse and downloading more RAM. I don't think I can fit any more RAM into this laptop. This is one of the best laptops you can get. It's a 3080. Thing's an absolute beast. i9. I actually don't know how much RAM is on this computer. I think 64. Even still, that's way more than I need. Yeah. Fantastic Mr. Knox says, pray for the fallen who lost their lives in Afghanistan. Blood is on Biden's hands. Damn right it is. Sorry, guys. Normally I don't mean to swear. You know, you're just right. You know? Right outside the narrative says, the biggest problem I'm having isn't just the failure of the Biden admin, but I just had an insane super chat jump. Thank you guys so much for that. He says, but the fact that right now no one is de-seated or going away in cuffs. I mean, I think it's treason to give the names of American citizens that are still trapped behind enemy lines. That is not what you do. You don't hope for cooperation with someone who you've been fighting with, and now they have all of our military equipment, so you give them the names of the people who are stuck there? No, it's unforgivable. Andrea and Zachary says Newsom's admin just recommended a Kennedy killer released from prison. RFK's killer. Wow. Dude, 2.5 weeks before an election. Not a joke. He did it. Are you serious? The guy who killed Bobby Kennedy? Have you guys ever seen the documentary about Robert Kennedy? That dude is awesome. Man, that's tough. Mark G says corpsmen are honorary Marines as they train and serve together. Ah, cool. I didn't know that. Short Bus Dave says, it kills me watching this. I am an Army vet, and my department and friends I lost was all for nothing thanks to Biden. Until Valhalla to all the fallen. Agreed. I just got water in my cup. I need some more whiskey. It's been a rough day. It's still raining all day. I can't mow my lawn. You guys know I've been trying to mow my lawn. I got my lawnmower 3 days ago. I still can't mow my dang lawn. I want to mow it. It was dumping today. It's like, come on, stop it. Oh. Batco says, thank you, Adam. My Marines used to call me Doc back in the day. I've been having a hard time with this. Thank you again. Cheers. To Valhalla. Robert Shaw says, YouTube gave my channel a strike for a Rust gaming video I made 8 years ago. What the HELL haven't uploaded a video in 8 years? Really? Rust has been out for 8 years? I know that's what I'm focused on, but that's crazy, man. Someone just asked what I'm drinking on. This is an Ardbeg. I don't know how to even pronounce that. Where's Sejong? Sejong, where you at? How do I say that? This stuff is delicious, though. Hey, Darth Calls in chat. How you doing, mate? You finish your streaming? I hope I didn't win, because I clearly wasn't there to collect the prize if I did win. He does giveaways on his Twitch stream. But he goes, sometimes the world is so effed, you just need some whiskey and some reflection. Well, cheers to that. Let's see. Roman Reyes says, may God have mercy on the souls of the men, women, and children, and may God save those who are in need. I simply have no words to express the sadness. I hear you, mate. JDM says, Adam, we are here with you and for you. I am a 40-year-old skate punk from Santa Cruz, and you've got me crying. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. I've never cried live before, and I can't promise I won't again, but I hope nothing like this ever happens again that brings me to that point. I just couldn't, I didn't win. All right, call. Cool. Yeah, that's funny. Let's see. Where was I? Yeah, man, I mean, I'm gonna be a dad soon. My brother's a Marine. Like this hit me. This hit me close to the heart. You know. Mazo says, "I live in Norco. We can never forget." Yeah, one of your own. Mr. Knox says, "Where are all the 81 million voters who support Biden now? He lied, and people died. As a result, or as an Australian, this is heartbreaking and infuriating." You should imagine being an American. Pork Lamp says, "People get caught up on death totals and become desensitized and don't realize the true impact of what even one death means and the pain that it instills." It's a very good point. Pardon me. Allison says, "Don't apologize for being human." Yep. Yeah, I won't. You're right. I like to keep it together, but I kind of stepped, what can I say? Yeah, I guess I'm just human. Jonathan Duger says, "Till Valhalla, brothers." Cheers. Merck says, from right outside the narrative, says, "Trust me, as a father, this had me in tears. How painful such a thing is to fathom once you have felt the skin of your own pressed against you." I can only imagine. And I did. That's what got me there, right? Because, like, I'm going to be a father soon. I have a strong relationship with my father, who taught me a lot in my life. I could build a house with the skills that he taught me. I'm a better man because of my father. And I hope that my kids will be better human beings because of the things that I'll teach them. And I hope they can be as heroic, and selfless as these men that have lost their lives for freedom. Hey, y'all got to get me crying again. Robert Wiles said, "Sorry, I absolutely strew that up bad. I didn't realize when I put that I didn't paste all of it. Was a post. Don't credit me for someone else." Oh, hey man, you showed me the picture. At the brewery a beer tent the owner asked me to reserve a table and a round of beer for the 13 Americans that aren't coming home. I mean, this is amazing, man. I really do appreciate that image. For those who missed it, this is what I'm referring to right here. This is from Robert Wiles. Robert Shaw says, "As terrible as it is, the moment in Afghanistan, it's only started, only begun, and Biden gave out the list of American and allied names to redacted." Yeah, and it's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely. Chet Chisholm says, "Hey man, I know today is rough, but please know this. JTF2, the Paras, and the SAS are in Kabul, and they're getting people out. The Commonwealth doesn't forget her friends. I sent you something." Whoa, did you send me on Discord? Let me check it. Oh, cool. I'll check it out. Thanks, man. I appreciate those kind words. And that was a $10 super chat. Thank you for that. Brian says, "Never apologize for being real, Adam. It's hard right now for anyone who truly cares about this. I hope the madness of this administration ends soon." Thank you. Chet continues, he sent me it in the DM. "It may help brighten your day, and it certainly fits with Friday night being jam night. I hope my niece makes you smile." Oh, that's your niece? Oh, that's cute. All right, I'm going to check it out. It seems to have sent a video of his niece playing drums. That's cute. Her name is Oakland. Mark G says, "This isn't on Biden. Our woke generals are to blame as well for not pushing a better withdrawal. They all have blood on their hands." You're absolutely right, Mark G. Yep, you're absolutely right. "Give Russia a list of our top 13 assets. Give Taliban a list of our citizens. What's next? Give China a list of invasion points of the U.S.? Right? Exactly. Tom Borrow Socks, good to hear from you, mate. $40 super chat. Thank you so much for the support, but it is good to hear from you, Borrow Socks. Half to you, half to 22 until none in the name of Rolam. This is great. I appreciate it. This is a giveaway for Commodore's Reserve. All right. This is, if you don't know, I have a blend of coffee called Commodore's Reserve. Now this coffee proceeds go to 22 until none. For those who don't know, 22 veterans a day commit suicide, and it is an absolute shame. It's something that my brother told me about. He was a Marine, and so 22 until none. Proceeds of this coffee go to that, and this is from Tom Barrowsocks giving away a bag of coffee. I have rolled the die. This is for an actual bag of coffee. You guys know the deal. I'm watching the number. Leonardo Diamond, congratulations. You just won a bag of Commodore's Reserve. Proceeds will go to supporting our veterans with 22 until none. It's an amazing nonprofit that helps our veterans. Thank you, Tom Barrowsocks, for supporting that. Leonardo Diamond, congratulations. You just won a bag of Commodore's Reserve. Do me a favor, Leonardo, send an email to thecriglershow@gmail.com and just give us your address and information so we can send you a bag of Commodore's Reserve. I just have to write it down. Congratulations, Leonardo. I see you in chat all the time. I appreciate that. Calls in chat saying the Commodore's blend is some high quality stuff. Thank you, Call. I appreciate that. And Borrow Socks, thank you for that huge super chat. I appreciate it. I love that. You guys are fantastic. Pantry raids, yes, everything's in order. I saw your it's pantry. I said it right. Robert Shaw says, on Tim's show, they basically said Biden has handed over a kill list to the Taliban. Only started, and I doubt Biden supporters care about it. And that's what I meant when I brought up treason. I don't take kindly to that. He gave them a kill list. I agree with that. Fastidious with a $20 super chat says, saw something the other day about Biden's instructed moment the other day. The Spanish translations for TV inaccurately translated his statements to make him look better. Posted a link to your locals. I did see that. Actually, I hadn't checked it out yet. But, yeah, I'll check it out. Oh, and Mark G, thank you for... I gotta show chat this. Hold on. Chat. Look at what Mark G made. Oh my gosh, Mark G. I asked for someone to make this, and Mark G came through. It is hilarious. Adam Soy Jesus versus Karlin Banmi Borisenko, Thursday, September 2, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Be there or you ain't, the thing. Newport Octagon fights. Oh, I thought that was hilarious. Thank you so much, Mark G. I appreciate that, man. That was very funny. Very funny. Let's see here. Where are we here? Bruno says, 2 families down the street from me still have their Biden signs in their yard, even after everything. Typical Biden voter. Clueless and cringe. Got that right, Bruno. Mark G with a $10 super chat says, there's only one war I want to see after this one, and that's doing what Lee couldn't do. That's to dethrone the Fed. Biden won't be impeached on this, but if so, Kamala will be worse. Dems protect Dems. You got that right. You got that right. Chris Holmes says, my dad was a Marine. This infuriates me. These people need to be held responsible. Despicable. True that. True that. Yep. Who's that naked hippie? Oh, that was me, baby. Look at that. That's me. I still have this necklace. Look at my long hair. Anyway, yeah, that's hilarious. I don't even know where they found that picture. I haven't seen that picture in a long time. Let's see. Where were we? Mark Robichaud says, honestly, is it even worth being allied with the U.S. under this administration? And I doubt I'm the only one thinking. This is 7 months in. 7 months. Dude, I don't know, man. It's crazy. Mark G says, Australia is fascist. So can we break the alliance? They really are, aren't they? Goodness sake. They're building a concentration camp. It's absolutely bonkers. That 80s geek says, wow, did you guys hear Sirhan has been paroled? Is that the guy in California that someone was mentioning? Robert Kennedy's killer? Robert Kennedy's killer, yep. I don't know. That's some suspect stuff, too. That whole thing. I mean, who knows? But I'm going to look into that because it's pronounced Corpsman, like the P is silent somehow. Oh, okay. It's not. Yeah, the Marine Corps. Right. And it's spelled corpse. But the Marine Corps, Corpsman, that makes sense. Actually, the Navy Corpsman. All right. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. David says the quesadilla is a sailboat racer. So wait, are you talking about yourself, or do you have a sailboat that you now named Quesadilla? Because I accidentally said your name was David Quesadilla, even though it's Quesada. every time I see your name now, a quesadilla pops in my head. Maybe I should just call you Quesadilla just because it's fun. I'm gonna do that. And Panty Raids. You're now Panty Raids. I guess it's something special to get a name that I mess up, but it's actually kind of funny the way it turns out. But I don't know. Who knows? Maybe not. Mark G says, curse the French for being in English language. Okay. Francisco, you guys know the deal. 4:20 Pacific time. No jokes. Moment of silence for the fallen. Yes, indeed. Thank you for that. The Last Crow says, hope you have a good weekend, Adam. I think another guest you should have is Tyler Zed from Zeducation. Hilarious political meme channel. Oh, that sounds great. Let me check him out. I'll look him up. Yeah, thank you for that. Looking forward to having Gothics on the channel next week. And then I'm also looking forward to this thing. Hey-oh, next week I am going to be battling Karlin Borisenko. The funny thing is about that battle is I think Karlin's right, but she's also wrong, right? That's the weird part, because she claims critical race theory isn't anti-white, where she argues that it's anti-everyone. I agree it is anti-everyone, but it creates the boogeyman that it's white people are the problem. And that is anti-white, and she can't convince me otherwise. So I know she is very much a pro in what critical race theory is, but from what I've seen in my limited experience with understanding what it is, to me, it's anti-white. So we're going to be, talking about that. Oh, everyone loves this education. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. That's cool. I'll check out his channel. I haven't heard about him yet. I just subscribed. All right, nice. Let's see here. Mark G says, I refuse to tack in space. It's hard enough on water. Okay. Jay Rico says, was very sad to find out one of the Marines was from my town. Hits home harder since some of my family members were over there. Wow. Yep, I don't blame you. Quesadilla says, time to put sailors in space so we can cross oceans and space. Give me a sextant and I'll show you the way. Can you actually read one of those things? That's cool. That's cool. I have no idea how to use those. Vash says, Sir Isaac Newton is the baddest MFer in space. Cool. All right. Let's see. I'm just curious what chat is thinking about the critical race stuff. You're just giving me your opinion on critical race theory. Yeah, it seems like you kind of agree with me. I mean, it feels like it's she's right. Minorities are taught that they're like less than and that white people are the oppressors, but it's like they're making white people the bad guys. How is that not anti-white? She's the one who broke. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save this for Thursday. All right. I love Carlin, but she's not right. She's not right here. I disagree with her. Okay. Mark G says, time to watch Treasure Planet 2002 again. I've only seen that movie once, and I remember it being cool. X says, you couldn't have the lasers on the ship. Conservation of momentum. You'd be better off pointing lasers backwards at that point. Right, because they would be emitting the light, and then it would cancel itself out. Is that right? Is that what you mean? So, like, it would have... All right, so if they were pointed backwards, wouldn't then that do the same thing as the light sail, right? But then, of course, you have to think, you have to power the lasers. And how would you power the lasers? It would need some sort of energy source. Yeah. Mark Robershaw says, no, Adam, that's like putting a fan on a sailboat and aim it at its only sail. A laser pointed at its own sail would do nothing. Right, because the fan is propelling it this way, and then it would be hitting the sail, which would be propelling it the other way, and it would be an equal source, yeah. Mark G says, planet-based laser to target and push the sail can do. It would be cool to have outposts all over the solar system so that we can, have bus lanes, essentially, shipping lanes for different light sail lasers to be hitting light sails to move stuff around our solar system. That's a cool thought. I just had a crazy super chat jump. Let me find out where I was. Here we go. I just found it. Big Floppa says Star Trek Deep Space Nine season 3 episode 22 Explorers is an entire episode about the ancient space travel using solar sails. Great episode to check out. Cool. I never watched Deep Space Nine, but I heard Deep Space Nine is pretty good. I don't know. I should check it out. I like Star Trek. I'm a Star Trek fan. Mark Robershaw says, using ground or orbit-based lasers, you could push a solar sail craft to near the speed of light. Cool. Mark G says, you're welcome for the mediocre poster I made you. Thank you. Captain Remington with a 1776 super chat, thank you for that, says, I missed the entire show, but I'm giving you some freedom bucks to keep this show going. Well, thank you for that. I do appreciate that a lot. Your support means a lot to me. JT also with a 1776 super chat says, I poured a glass of my nicest whiskey, Lefroy 25. Oh, that sounds great. To enjoy the show and toast our fallen. Then I realized my effing whiskey is older than the boys who died. Man. And probably older still because, it's been in that bottle for 25 years. I don't know how long you've had it. Heartbroken for the families. Me too, man. Cheers, JT. I'm gonna have another one. Oh yeah, I saw someone in chat mention Tom McDonald. He had a new song today. Dude, Tom McDonald, I mean, my goodness. If you guys don't know Tom McDonald, you guys have to listen to Tom McDonald. I don't care what people say about him. People are like, oh, he's a grifter, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no. He's he's dropping truth bombs like crazy. His new song, Dummies, dropped this morning at 9 a.m. It is so good. You guys absolutely have to check it out. I'm just going to pull it up. I can't play it because last time I played one of his songs, I had a reaction video to, I think Fake Woke was what I did. It was so good. But man, Tom McDonald, man, he is absolutely a beast. Let me see. Dummies, Tom McDonald. Yeah. This guy, dude. This guy, he's so good. Of course, there's an ad. Give me a second. There it is. You guys gotta check this song out. It's so good. It's so good. Almost 1 million views. It definitely deserves more than that. You know what? I'm just going to mute it and play it in the background just to give it another view. Because he deserves it. Tom McDonald is a beast. Love that guy. I actually sent him a message on Twitter and I was like, dude, you're killing it. Bro, you're killing it. Oh, by the way, speaking of sending people messages on Twitter, I reached out to Salty Cracker, and unfortunately they responded. I think it was Mrs. Salty responded and said they're not doing any collabs right now. And I was like, all right, right on. And then I also reached out to Styx, who is living in the Netherlands. I didn't know that he lives in the Netherlands right now. And unfortunately, my show is like 12:30 for him, PM, AM, 12:30 AM. So he's like, oof, late. So we might do a pre-recorded something, I don't know, or go live earlier in the morning. But unfortunately, he can't join me on my normal show slot. But I just wanted to report back to you guys that I did reach out to both of those people. So you guys, just to let you all know that I did. Anyway, Darth Call against... Oh, I actually read this earlier, but whatever. It's Darth Call. He's my homie. He just says, sometimes the world is so effed, you need some whiskey and some time to reflect. It was worth reading twice. Whew. Mouta Mighty said, Friday Jam makes everyone in the club getting jelly. Well, it's not really my type of style of music, though, is it? Ninja Cat says, gonna be dark, but Harris and Pelosi need to go, then use the 25. Love you, Adam. Yo, I agree. I can't stand Kamala, and I cannot stand Pelosi. Oof. Kamala has no business in the position that she's in, or any position that she's been in. Mark Robershaw says, can the military personnel protest? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they can protest. There is some military members that are actually posting videos out there that are, I mean, they're pissed. They are pissed. Let's see. Robershaw says that was 13 soldiers. Imagine the civilian cost. Yeah, over 60 civilians got killed as well. 60. Crazy, man. Tom Borrow Socks again. That's amazing. That's amazing, Borrow Socks, with a $20 super chat. Another to 22 until none in the name of Roll Them. 19. Too many sliced onions in my house. Unfortunately, Tom Borrow Socks, it's got to be over $37 to cover the cost. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to give any... I'll roll the die. We're going to have a dice roll game. But I am going to just give that entire amount to 22 until none. All right? Because I just... I want to support 22 until none if I can. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. This for 22 until none. Okay. I took note of that. I'm going to just give that right to 22 until none. Okay, I'm looking at the numbers. We're playing the dice game Traversy. Traversy? Am I saying it right? I see you all the time. I think I'm saying your name right. Traversy. You're always there right when I start the stream too. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. You won absolutely nothing. I know it's almost like a tease because Borrow Socks gave me a $20 super chat, but for me to cover the cost of shipping and everything with the, after I get the money from YouTube, it's got to be a little bit more. But I'm gonna give that entire amount to 22 until none. So thank you, Tom Borrow Socks. I appreciate you, man. And there's a lot of onions going on in my house too. It's absolutely nuts. Robert Shaw says, chilling with my daughter right now. Allison says, still more coherent than Biden. But Allison says, hi, I think. Nice. That's cute. Allison. I like that. That's a nice name. Mr. Knox says, Miley should step down, but also should be stripped of his ranks, honors, and discharged in disgrace. Visidia says it's worse than just the list of names. The Taliban kill squads are using our biometric data base to hunt down our allies. They bragged about it. It's in the New York Post. It was a $10 super chat. Thanks, Visidius. Yeah, exactly. I almost swore just then. I really am. It gets me so pissed off hearing about this. What the F were they thinking when giving them a list, let alone leaving behind the biometric data? You burn those servers. You take them with you. You light them on fire, if anything. They have this stuff to seek these people out. What do you think they're going to do? Ugh. It's so frustrating. Goodness sakes. Ninja Cat says, sending you 5 more, bro. I'm almost 40. My son is going to be 18 in December. It does make me think, it does make you think all the time. You will be a great father. Discipline is key. Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm going to be, I'm pretty stern with my rules, and I am absolutely the alpha dog. And I'm very strict, but I'm not, but I'm loving, you know. You have to, you have to show love but also be strict and have, borders and, rules set. To discipline is key. You're absolutely right. I can't wait. I cannot wait to be a father. I can't wait. And then that's why I was crying earlier, because he was 3 weeks away from being a dad. It's bringing it back. I mean, I can't help myself. Robert Shaw says, China don't bomb these locations. Biden, yeah. That was like a fake quote from Biden, basically. Mr. Paul R. says, Adam, Biden has the blood on his hands that no one can wash away. The deep state wants a reason to reinvade Afghanistan and more young men to Valhalla. It's really bad. Not Tim says, this was a great segment, buddy. You're still wrong, though. Just kidding. Well, thank you, Not Tim. I really enjoy your super chats. Mark Robershaw says, go back to the south side of Chicago in your van, Not Tim. Quesadilla says, send all the sailing quesadillas to space. I love it. Mark G says, duck, duck, go, Adam Crigler model to get shirtless pic. Does that actually bring up a bunch of... Hold on, let's do this. Adam Crigler model. Oh, there it is. Wow. All right. Oh, look at that. That's funny. This is this actually I didn't model for anyone. This was just a headshot that I got for myself. So technically I wasn't modeling there. That was just me doing my own screenshot. Hey, that's not me. That's not me. What's up with all these fakers? Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. My skating world. What is this? Longboardism? Dude, this is a video that I made. That's so cool. Adam Crigler rides for Bustin' no more. Arbor Collector snatched the New York rider as he's being a good ambassador. I love my Arbor boards. I got the Assault and the Whiskey. All right, that's... please reread the first sentence. I love my Arbor boards. This is a video that I actually made. You guys want to watch it real quick? Let's watch it. It's 2 minutes long. Oh no, the music. I don't know if I can play the music. I'm gonna have to turn the music off. A little cross-stepping. I'll just do some commentary. Little flip over the grate. Little hippie jump. Little hippie style. Oh man, I was so bad at that back then. This is not the board that I ended up really getting to know. I probably didn't land that one. Oh, some freestyle action. I didn't even know that I had this. You can see that I probably didn't land that because I cut the clip so quickly. All right, big spin. Okay, big spin, right, nice. Old school flip. Oh, I didn't. A very old school flip. A finger flip. Nice. Nice little finger flip action. Little 360. It's funny how he cut these clips because clearly I didn't land the trick. I wasn't the best at this time, but backwards old school kickflip. Gotta love it. Someone asked, who asked that? If I'm wearing women's pants. Salty Clanker says, is he wearing women's pants? No, this was actually long pants. These are what I considered my shorts. Oh, a little slide shove it. All right, nice. I think that's... Wait, do I switch it up? Oh, yeah, I had a bunch of different... Oh, do I do some slides? So this is Central Park, by the way. This is where I would skateboard most of my days. This is where I learned how to skate, in the streets of New York City. Like, I love skating in the streets of New York, man. This is... Oh, Andrew Mason filmed it. Dude, shout out to Andrew Mason. What's up, homie? Oh, yeah, I definitely hurt my ankle. I think that's my buddy Steven Sanchez that's massaging me with... massaging my foot. No, it's Kareem. Oh, it's Kareem. Oh, my gosh. I love him. He lives out in Jersey now. Love this dude. Hold on. Let me turn the music up, see if I can play the music.
That's fine. It's good therapy. I learned this in Egypt.
He learned it in Egypt. Oh, I know. It's kind of random. All right. Anyway, where was I? Joe Biden's denture says Styx said he was in contact. Very cool. Oh, cool. Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna figure something out with him. Yeah, figure something out. Robert Shaw says posted a pic of Allison in Discord with her friend. Oh, that's cool. Right on. Flat Cap Whiskey Reviews says, love your work, Adam. Crigler coffee is great. Hey, thank you so much. Whiskey reviews, huh? Ooh. You had me at whiskey. I'm gonna have to check out your channel because I want to definitely check that out. I wonder. I wish you could have included how to actually say this. Ardbeg. Ugadale. Let me see. You're actually reviewing Ardbeg here. Ardbeg Scotch. Let me see if you got this one. Lefroy 10. Oh, you got some good. Oh, so you're a smoky whiskey fan. All right, I'm gonna check your channel out, mate. Nice. Oh, my goodness, I have a big super chat jump. Visidia says, in regards to Sirhan, I wouldn't put it past California of releasing him because they don't like his son, him being a source of misinformation. Why would they release him though? Mark G says, CTR is important. We wouldn't have LCD TV without it. What? Scott with a $10 super chat says, hey Adam, I am an hour behind, but I comment. The left are constantly being inhumane in the name of humanity. They are insane. Be blessed, Adam. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate you very much. I really do appreciate that. And you're absolutely right. They're trying to convince people that there are humans out there that are not humans. And it's the craziest part is these people believe it. JT says it's pronounced Ogadal. Ugadal. Oh, Ugadal. JT, thank you, mate. Oh, nice. Coming in hot with that pronunciation. Ugadal. By the way, it is absolutely delicious. Scott Sherrington says, play freely. If you haven't already, it will lift us all up. I'm going to play it right now. I'm going to play it right now. Life sucks sometimes, but when you realize it's not so bad, just move along. What choice do you have? You choose where your mind spends all its time. When it all comes freely, it's wonderful. Let it all come crashing like the ocean tide. I climb up to the top of the mountainside and scream it out. Don't hold it inside. When you find a smile, naturally, that's the magic, don't forget it. It'll help you see. In the dark, in the night, when you're trying to find your way home, you've lost your sight. When it all comes freely, it's wonderful. Let it all come crashing like the ocean tide. I climb up to the top of the mountainside and scream it out. Don't hold it inside. Oh, thank you very much, guys. RG Merkel says military members have been calling out the White House and senior leadership now. I've been seeing these videos flying around. I've been listening to them. I'm grateful for them. I'm very grateful for it. Michael Brothers in chat says, favorite song ever. Dope. Thank you very much. That's very kind. Favorite song ever. What a compliment. Robert Shaw says, I farted and it's deadly, man. I'm dying here. Thank you for letting me know. Geo with a 10-pound super chat with a very cool looking, I don't know, what is it, like a Game Boy controller with the deal with it glasses coming down. Very cool. I love that. Tom Bowersax says, I'm not chatting for coffee, just want donations to go to organizations that can use it in the name of whoever guesses the right number. Right? Oh, you know what? All right, fine. I like that, Tom Bowersax. Traversy won the dice roll. Traversy, I know you're out there still. I see you chatting in chat. I want you to know that I'm going to give that donation to 22 into none in your name because you won that dice roll. All right? So know that you have just donated $20 to 22 until none. All right? So congratulations. You actually did win something. You won a donation to 22 until none. So thank you, Tom Bowersax. I appreciate that. And for your supporting such an amazing cause. And Traversy, congratulations. You did win, in fact. But I will roll the die because you guys are already guessing numbers. So Darth Jason, you actually won. It is 4. Joe Biden's denture's right behind with 4, but Darth Jason definitely won. Congratulations. You won absolutely nothing. Traversy won the earlier dice roll, which is getting to have a $20 donation to 22 until none. Thank you, Tom Bowersax. I appreciate you. Mazo says, I think my chat didn't go, so play Hellhound for us. All right. Interesting. I'll play some Hellhound. Well, I don't want your money. I just want some wine. Yeah, give me some of your honey. I promise I'll take my time. Oh, welcome to the heartache. It always feels the same. Yeah, I find myself growing senseless to the pain. Yeah, you can stretch and crawl to figure it out, but in the end, it's just me. Oh, pity, and I don't want no lies. Yeah, life gets shitty. Oh, and then you die. Oh, welcome to the heartache. Try not to lose your way. Yeah, it's like trudging through the muddy waters without faith. Yeah, you can stretch and crawl or figure it out, but in the end, it's just me. Oh, yeah, I still get that feeling, yeah, of judgmental eyes. Only difference being it's just not worth the time. So I welcome all the heartache. Yeah, it brings tears to my eyes. Yeah, those tears remind me I'm alive. Yeah, you can stretch and crawl or figure it out, but in the end, it's just me. Thank you, guys. Thank you. That was from Mazzo. Sean Tuner with a $20 super chat says, smash the like button, y'all. Big ups, Mr. Crigler. Maybe you have a normie like me have a live conversation with you sometimes. Yeah, maybe. You know, I like that. I met Farm Engineer randomly on Twitter. He just said, hey, I run my own farm. I'm an engineer. I saw that you're starting to farm your own property. Like, let's talk about it. And we started chatting, and it was we brought him on. It was cool. So maybe, yeah, Sean, do me a favor. Come to my locals page. I tend to pay more attention to... I'm on Twitter mostly. If you catch me on Twitter, it's... I mean, I've got a lot of mentions on Twitter, but I appreciate that. Yeah, hit me up on locals, man. And thank you for that support. Mark Robichaud says, my farts smell like my daughter's doo-doo. Weird, eh? Well, you guys are part of the same DNA, aren't you? Mark G says, chat expects child support. We're all pregnant now. Wait, what? Visidia says, almost forgot. There's a trucker stop coming soon. I don't know any details. Friend's daughter is a trucker. Gave me a heads up. Stay stocked. Yeah, in Australia, right? I believe it's August 31st. As far as what I've heard, I've seen a couple videos floating around about they're gonna shut down Australia, which is very interesting. So we'll see. Thank you, Montana Horseman. Just posted my locals in chat. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Robert Shaw says, truckers protested here. The media twisted it. Of course they did. Of course they did. Ace 2020 says, whoop, realized I was still signed in my other channel, but planning a blind Ardbeg core lineup as well. Nice. Right on. Oh, are you talking about the whiskey reviews? Oh, Ace, got you, man. Hey, but you led me to your channel, so now I'm gonna go check out your whiskey reviews, because I don't know if you know this about me. I'm a big fan of whiskey. I like the Ardbeg. I like the Lefroy as well. I see that you got Lefroy 10 is one of my favorites. It's a very good entrance into like higher cask whiskeys, not like cheap whiskeys. Like people are like, oh yeah, Jameson. I'm like, oh, Jameson. Like, no, like try Scotch. Like, man, I'm a Scotch drinker. And even good bourbon is really good too. I wasn't a bourbon fan until I had some like quality bourbon. Robert Shaw says, gonna brew your own whiskey at your house in a shed. My mates make his own beer. It's pretty cool to get into, maybe a homemade forge as well. I don't know if I've told you guys this, but the previous owner was a blacksmith. No joke. He had a forge on my property. There's a spot that you could see where the forge was. He had one of those old like auto hammers. He had he left the log that had the anvil on top of it. He took the anvil but left the log, and you could see the print of where the anvil was. I straight up have a forge on my property. Now there's nothing there because it's an empty space, but that's where he forged his own things. Pretty cool, right? It's pretty cool. So I might bring it back. I might bring it back. Isn't that dope? I'm pretty hyped about it. Geo says, not pity. I don't know what that's from. All right. Marcus says, I can't help but sing along with you whenever you play Melancholy Hellhound. Right. That's cool. Thanks, man. Nice. So I love that song. It's one of my favorites. Yeah, Mazo says, welcome to the Forge. Yep. I'm going to rebuild that Forge, yo. I will. Yep. Mr. Paul R says, Adam, play your mom's favorite, Chicago. All right. I'll do that. Dance to Chicago. Let's dance to Chicago. I heard it on the radio from a car driving by as you walked away, as you walked away. Just tell me what you need to know. Make it happen if I can. I just wanna dance with you all the way home. You down the stairs of red. Let you in this time instead. Just tell me what you need and I'll make it happen if I can. Dance with you all the way home. I just wanna dance with you all the way to Chicago. Thank you guys. Thank you. That was Dance to Chicago, brought to you by Mr. Paul R. via Super Chat. Mark G says, is your wife I.B. Rippenham? No. I don't know who I.B. Rippenham is, but he's great. Or she, I don't know. Robert Shaw says, oh no, what if she is, bro? What do I do, man? Mr. Knox says, Mark redacted, as long as it's not a shart. Robert Shaw says, bro, sometimes it is. Or it's so bad we checked nothing, just gas. Are you talking about Allison or yourself? Mr. Knox says, TMI, Mark, TMI. Robert Shaw says, you asked, bro, so calm your farm. You guys are absolutely hilarious. Oh, Robert Shaw, I actually missed one. It says, my dogger rips them like me now. Help me! Nope, it's your own fault. It's your own fault. All right, I've only played 2 songs. Yeah, what do you guys want to hear? No niche, no peace? No. Almost 7. I can't do it. It's covers. I really, that song's been in my head all day though, because it really makes me feel of that video. You know, do you ever see that when all the military guys are on their way home? They're finally coming back, and they're all singing Country Roads together. It's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful video. Maybe one day, King Kenneth. All right, we got a bunch of different. Jeez, dude, you scared the crap out of me. That's a big moth. What? It's just like, what is this thing? Did you guys see that guy? He's not that big actually, but he scared the crap out of me. This is for Kim Lala Joe. What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Can I have your number? Sitting at the bar, sitting side by side. What's your drink and what's your name? What's your problem? I'll be the blame. I'll be your own man. What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Can I have your number? I never meant to run away. I never meant to run away. I never meant to run away with your heart. With your heart. Goodbye for now. We'll talk soon. I'll call you later. I never meant to run away. I never meant to run away. I never meant to run away with your heart. Leo Young asked for Walk With You. I took a walk tonight with my love, and all the cats are in the streets. Like us, they're trying to find a way home. Yeah, face life and this insanity. Talking about the little things that make you sing, feel alright, and natural high inside, like sunshine and rain, fresh coffee to start my day. I'm just glad I found my way home with you. I've been walking it so long. Now I'm walking with you. I've been walking it so long, but now I'm walking with you. I've been walking it so long, but now I'm walking with you. I've been walking it so long, now I'm walking with you. Sunsets along the colonnade. All good dogs and bad are on their way. Yeah. Like us, they're trying to find a peace of mind. Yeah. They stop and it's insanity. I'm talking walking with you. Yeah, walking with you. Yeah, it was a little different. I messed up the lyrics a little bit on that song. I've been sitting here a long time. Well, move over. I've been sitting here a long time. Well, move over, yeah. This is the original version of the song. What else should I play, guys? What do you guys want to hear? Thank you for all those kind words, guys. I really do appreciate you. I feel like the core group of people that are hanging out right now are like, you guys are like the team. I love you guys. Seriously. Everyone I see chatting in chat right now, you guys are there for me every day. Like every day. And I'm almost speechless. I tell you guys all the time, I appreciate all of you. And it really, I see you guys all hanging out. And you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let me see. I got some super chats here. Mr. Knox says, guess I did, Mark. Robert Shaw says, Tim is bald song when? I'm never, ever going to write that song, ever. Robert Shaw says, the moth works for Tim. It's a beanie eater. It's true, actually. They do eat that kind of stuff, right? Mr. Squiggle says, dude, you're really talented. Do you know how to play taps on your acoustic? Maybe end the stream playing taps or something? Is it a song or like that kind of stuff? I'm not really sure exactly. Xylox Dragon, wow, with a $50 super chat. Wow, thank you so much. Says, I always look forward to Friday Night Jams. Thank you, Adam. Dude, thank you so much. That's huge. I wish I had a bell to ding. Ding, 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 ding. You guys really think I'm drunk? That's absolutely ridiculous. I'll have a little bit more whiskey because of that. It was a tough episode, all right? I needed to drink. I cried earlier, all right? I cried live. That's forever on the internet now. And I regret absolutely nothing. Oh, taps is a military funeral thing? Is that what someone said? Military taps? Oh, they play it at soldiers' funeral. I don't know that. That would be cool. Yeah, it would. I would like that, actually. Mazzo. Adam confirmed blackout drunk. You guys are funny. Oof. Let's see. I'm quiet, but I've been here since the beginning of Adamcast. I mean, the Crigler show. Yeah, Zoe, thank you. I mean, I am Adamcast. I am the Crigler show. But really, it's you guys. It doesn't matter what the name of my show is. You guys are the reason I'm here. It's all you guys. Marcus says, do a cover of Will of the People. I don't really remember how to play that one. I don't remember how to play it on the guitar. Sorry. Let's see. Mr. Knox says, how many shots of whiskey so far? Great stream, Adam. 4? think 4, maybe. I don't know. Look, I needed it, man. This was a rough episode for me. Like, that stuff was just absolutely ridiculous. Maybe Adam should learn trumpet just for that. Pantry, guess what? Trumpet was the first instrument I learned. I know how to play the trumpet. Actually. Chet Chisholm still with us says, we'll write the Tim's Bald song so you can cover it. Oh, you guys are so funny. All right. What am I going to play? What time is it anyway? Wow, I've been going for over 2 hours. Jeez. Thanks, Mom. My mom just said, great stream from chat. Thank you very much. You fear what you don't understand and place blame on anyone you can besides yourself. You should be ashamed, 'cause you're responsible on how you handle change. Hold yourself accountable. You define who you are. You define who you are. Welcome to the forge. Are you the same? Are you different? Burnt on the flames of your existence. We all burn the same. There's no difference. We must learn to live with our decisions. Call it what you will. It's a blessing or a curse, depending how you feel. Are you ashamed? Are you afraid of what they think? Are you here to entertain? Don't you know who you are? Don't you know who you are? Don't you know where you are? Welcome to the forge. Are you the same? Are you different? Burnt on the flames of your existence. We all burn the same. There's no difference. We must learn to live with our decisions. Oh, that song is not supposed to be played in E. I play that down tune to D sharp. Oh my. Thank you guys so much. I really love hanging out with you guys. Seriously, you guys make my job so amazing to come to work every day. You know, I research and I read all these different articles. Some are terrible, some are amazing, some are informative, some are biased to no end. And it's super frustrating. You know, but I keep showing up and you guys keep showing up. And I really do appreciate all of you guys. Thank you very much. Mr. Squiggle says, Taps is that song the military plays on trumpet. Wait, that one? Or, I don't know. William Sefton with a $100 super chat. Wow. That is amazing. Thank you so much for that huge support. My goodness. Wish you had an album. Love you, brother. Fridays are my favorite. William, thank you very much for that absolutely huge super chat. My goodness. Wow, thank you. I definitely need an album. I definitely need to practice more. I don't sing enough. I have not been playing a lot of music lately. You know, it's I will. I got to work on it. I got to practice more. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Pantry Raid says I miss the deep dives. You know, I haven't dug into doing deep dives lately. So, wow, William, thank you very much. That's amazing. Mazo says, quick, while he's hammered, convince him to get a Council of Marks tattoo. No, you guys are ridiculous. You think I'm hammered. You guys have never seen me hammered. I can handle my whiskey, all right? Mr. Knox says, Forge has that Witcher 3 vibes. Cool. All right, thank you very much. I like that. That's awesome. Yeah, that is amazing. You guys are absolutely incredible. Spring Cardinal, yeah, I know, I hit that one up. That's amazing from Dragon, Zylox Dragon. Thank you guys for all this amazing support. Really, you guys are incredible. You know, I'm on my own now. This is literally my job. I have no other jobs. I don't work for anyone else. I'm doing it on my own. And I believe in myself. And I wouldn't have been able to do this without that. But, I mean, equally as important is you show up for me. So thank you. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. You know, go visit your loved ones. You know, as we talked about earlier, you know, they can be gone, you know, in a split second. You never know. So, Mom, I love you. I know you're out there listening to me. I think about you all the time. I can't wait for you to come visit the new spot. So, guys, have a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Got a fun week next week. I got Gothics on the show on Wednesday. Carlin and I are going to be battling it out on Thursday. And then who knows what's going to happen over the weekend, but I'll be talking about it on Monday. All right, guys, have a great weekend. Good night.